Page 6, Minuet in G major, very famous melody. Some people try to attribute it, say Bach wrote it because it's in one of his books that he put in there, but he didn't actually write it. We think this guy wrote it, although that may not be right either, but they think this guy wrote it. Doesn't matter. It's a nice melody. Let's look it over. It's 2 pages long with repeats. Treble bass clef. 1 sharp in the key signature. It already tells you it's in G major in the title. So if you're doing scales, do the scale for G major and the scale for E minor, because E minor also has 1 sharp if you're doing minor scales. Now, if you're not, don't worry about it, but eventually you're going to need to do it. 3/4 time signature, 1 hand at a time. Let's check the fingering and all. I want to connect the notes if I can. Here, 1 and 2 and. Just reach up a little bit, 5, and then scrunch up. So you have a 3 with a 5 above it. The 5 is an alternate fingering, but I prefer the 5. I don't want to reach up that far. So I'm just going to go here and then scrunch up. The 4. Do that some more. Let's go to measure 17. That's the top of page 7. It's up. You're up here. Now you're finishing measure 6 or page 6 down here. So you're just going to lift up, straight out a little bit, and just so you're not moving as far. And then you can collapse once you get there. Yeah, I don't see anything too tricky about this. Let's do the left hand. See what it's got going. You start with a chord. Try and get them down at the same time. I don't, but maybe you can. I don't know. It's not easy to do. You just got to put your hand in that position. And you lower the whole hand down, gently. I have to practice that to get them all down at the same time. Listen very carefully. It's hard to do. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Measure 13, we're down here. And then thumb, I do a thumb, and then here, 2. If you repeat, there's not a lot of help for you. You just got to lift up and move because you got that chord here. If you go on, you're fine. Just go on, put thumb on the measure 17, and then 3rd finger, and we're back in position. I could do 2. But I don't want to lift. I want to connect it if I can. So I just thumb first, and then 3. Cross over. Measure 24. You don't need the natural sign. It's a natural anyway. But you just had a C sharp earlier and they're being clear. The problem with being clear like that is that you might start to think the natural sign is required. A lot of times on these courtesy signs like this, because it's not required but it's there, so it's a courtesy sign. A lot of times they'll put them in parentheses to tell you, oh, by the way, this is, here they didn't. They just gave you natural sign, but it's a natural. The point is, if the natural sign were not there, you'd still play a natural. Don't think it's required. And then measure 25 and 26. This is the good part. 2 voices going on, and you need to play both voices. The top voices have the stems going up. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Huh? The bottom voice stems going down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But you got to hold them both down because they're overlapping. Here, hold it down. I got 2. Now hold the D down as I do that. And then here, the C's by itself. Now hold that down. See, I'm holding them down. That's weird. What I end up doing usually when I do this is I start tensing up. Because I want to make sure I hold it down. I'm getting tight and tense. So try and stay relaxed. Let the wrist a little bit do it. If you can move your wrist a little bit, you're relaxed. If you tense up, the wrist won't move. So if you have to, let it collapse with each beat. 1, 2, 3. 1. Like so. Just to keep it loose. Here. Okay. Put the hands together. I'll hesitate at first, but I don't care. This is just here. And then here. And then here. Let's go over to page 7 on measure 25. This is probably the hardest part in here. We got here, hold that D down, B down. 3 notes down. Those are all down. That's the hardest part. If you can get those 2 measures, I think you've got it. When I first learned this, I really struggled with those 2 measures for quite a while. Now, once I have the heads together, then I'll go back over just a few measures at a time. I'll get rid of any hesitations. And once the hesitations are gone, see, I talk about this like, oh, no big deal. Getting rid of hesitations could take you a week or a month or more. Well, take your time, no hurry. Just take it in bits and pieces and focus on the area or areas where you're hesitating. You don't have to keep playing it all. That's really kind of a waste of time. Focus on what you can't play first. Then when you can play it all. Anyway, after the hesitations, then I do the articulation. This left hand doesn't say anything. Just go ahead and connect it for now. It's you can connect that if you want to. These curved lines are not phrases, they're slurs. Left hand. At the end of the second line, lift up before you go on. That's a new phrase. But connect the left hand. Here. Lift up here. Lift up here. Here. So I'll put in the articulation, and then I add the dynamics, and that applies to the melody. And in Baroque music, you have to be careful because a lot of times you get counter melodies and other melodies going on. But for this piece, it is actually more the right hand. So MP at the beginning, moderately soft. That's these, very soft. And you're staying there until measure 11 or so. You go up to about a moderately loud, not too much, and stay there for the rest of the page. Now, top of page 7, we're loud here in the right hand. This is in the background. And then 21, come down to about a moderately soft or moderately loud in that, and go back up to loud. Up to here, there. Measure 25 is soft now. Huh? '29, you're going to go up to about a moderately soft or moderately loud. Moderately loud. Yeah. By the way, in the last measure, page 7, that last note has a line, so hang on to that. Remember, in Baroque music, this kind of stuff, they didn't put in the articulation and dynamics and that stuff. It was up to you to feel it and interpret it as you see fit. Since we don't know what we see fit, then we'll just use what's in the book. As far as the speed goes, graceful is not a speed, obviously, but it's minuet. 1, 2. Think of people dancing to this minuet. Just keep it light. And remember the repeat signs, you're repeating everything. Now, since you're playing everything twice, it would be nice if we could change a little something so we're not playing it twice exactly the same way. And things, you can't change notes and rhythms, but you can change dynamics or articulation or something like that. Like at the beginning here. Well, maybe when I repeat it, I'll separate the first two notes each time. Just to have something that's different. So you experiment and see if there's anything else you can change somewhere without messing it up too much. So you're not playing it twice exactly the same way. And if you do choose to retard at the very end, at the bottom of page 7, only do it the last time. Just do it if you choose to retard. Don't have to. What I'm saying is if you do retard, don't do it in the middle. Wait till the end.